People in your 20s, do you guys ever have this just sudden wave of sadness that hits you late at night? Or it's not even late at night right now, but it just hits me in the evening a lot of the times. And I can only digest it when I'm alone, which I am now. And it's this thing that like clogs everything in your body and you just feel like you couldn't breathe as well as before. And it's just this sudden panic. Yeah, it's more subtle than a panic attack, but it hits you and all of a sudden you're anxious about everything in life that could possibly go wrong, everything that you're dissatisfied with right now, a lot of guilt and shame for every single mistake that you've ever made in life. Or this is not even just a thing that I'm experiencing in my 20s, but it's happened a lot in the past. And I just don't know if anyone could relate to this because I just get sad a lot and people don't like to tell other people that they're sad. You know, everyone's just trying to be happy. Everyone's trying to put on the perfect image of what it's like to live a happy and fulfilling life. Sometimes I try to put that image on as well, but I also think that a huge part of being human is to admit to yourself that you're not feeling your best and that all these negative emotions are also a natural course of life. And I think being in your 20s is also just drinking Coke out of this entire huge bottle. And don't worry, I was drinking it out of this bottle today only because there was like this much left and then I wasn't going to drink it tomorrow. Being in your 20s is also just eating leftovers that you cooked for lunch. For lunch, a part of the leftovers is what you cooked from yesterday, and that goes on and on and on because you're too lazy to cook for yourself every single meal. There's a lot of things that is confusing while being in your 20s, and I just feel like late night sadness is a huge part of it for me at least. And I think especially because I feel this elevated sense of responsibility now that I'm in third year of college and now that I need to prepare myself to be more and more ready to go into the real world. I also started feeling more distant from my parents, although I love them a lot. I love them so much deep down. On the surface and on a day-to-day basis, I feel a lot more disconnected with them. There's a lot more that I'm not sharing or that I'm trying to digest alone and work through these things alone instead of, I guess I was just gonna say telling the entire world your problems, but right now I am speaking to camera about all my problems, so I don't even know if that counts, but just feeling a little bit more isolated and more alone than usual. And yes, I do have friends and people around me who support me, which I'm so grateful for, but everyone has their own lives and a lot of the times you don't want to go and quote-unquote bother them by telling them all your misery or all your sadness. I also believe that it's important to be able to overcome these emotional signals alone, as tough as it may be, which is primarily what I'm working on tonight. I actually did a lot of work during the day and I realized that having the perfect routine or the perfect schedule doesn't mean that you're always gonna feel your best still, because I'm trying to do so much better with my gym schedule, with being action oriented, with doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing, yet it doesn't get me away from being in the state of mind. And I don't even know what to call this because this is not depression, neither is it a panic attack, but that's life sometimes. Another very important thing to recognize is that tomorrow is not even gonna be like this. So this is such a temporary state of mind that I don't need to feel stuck in this forever. I know that when I go to bed tonight and wake up tomorrow, it is going to feel like a new day. And treating every single day as a new beginning is also something important, so you don't get stuck in the misery and the cycle of what was happening yesterday and what you weren't doing well and what you were feeling guilty about. But yeah, no, that's it for this evening. If you're in your 20s and you're facing similar struggles, I'd love to hear what you're going through. And I also hope that just by sharing this story on a random ass evening onto the internet might be able to help even one person feel less alone. If you're feeling similarly, you'll know that it's not just you, it's at least me and you. Being in your 20s is also folding a shit ton of laundry. All by yourself. Fucking hell. If you guys enjoy this video, please give me a subscribe and like to support. I deeply appreciate that. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.